In this video, I'm sharing a list of stunning white plants that are perfect for a moon garden, and I even have my white shirt on for good measure. These plants are ideal if you want to enjoy your garden in the evening with soft blooms, silvery foliage, and fragrance that comes alive after dark. I'm Amy from prettypurpledoor.com, where I help home gardeners design 4-season landscapes that are uniquely you. So let's dive right into this list of moon garden plants. Moonflower is a vigorous vine reaching 10 to 15 feet tall and 3 to 6 feet wide. It's hardy in zones 10 to 12 as a perennial or grown as an annual elsewhere, and it thrives in full sun. The moonflower is pure evening magic. This fast-growing vine can stretch 10 to 15 feet in a season, wrapping around trellises, fences, or arbors with ease. But the real show begins at dusk when its large white blossoms unfurl right before your eyes. Each flower releases a sweet, intoxicating fragrance that drifts through the night air, making your garden feel instantly more enchanting. Blooming all summer into fall, blossoms almost seem to glow in the moonlight, creating that luminous, ethereal effect moon gardens are known for. While it's only hardy in warmer zones, gardeners everywhere can grow moonflower as an annual for a dramatic seasonal display. With its tropical flair, evening blooms, and irresistible scent, it transforms an ordinary garden into a nighttime retreat. Angel's Trumpet grows 6 to 20 feet tall and 6 to 10 feet wide. It's hardy in zones 9 to 12 and prefers full sun to part sun. The Angel's Trumpet is the kind of plant that stops you in your tracks. Growing anywhere from 6 to 20 feet tall, this tropical shrub produces massive pendulous blooms shaped like trumpets, each one creamy white and glowing in the twilight. Blooming from summer into fall, the flowers aren't just beautiful, they're powerfully fragrant, releasing waves of perfume in the evening air. A single plant can perfume an entire patio or garden corner, making nights outdoors feel almost otherworldly. Its lush green foliage and dramatic cascading blossoms give it a tropical, exotic presence, and when it's in bloom, it creates a show that's both architectural and kind of romantic. Angel's Trumpet is best suited for warm climates, and in my opinion, it's really a bold, unforgettable choice for a moon garden designed to shine after the sun goes down, if you live in a warmer climate and can grow this. Flowering tobacco grows 18 to 24 inches tall and 12 to 18 inches wide. It's hardy in zones 10 to 11, but usually is grown as an annual and thrives in full to part sun. Flowering tobacco brings a really soft elegance to the moon garden with its clusters of white star-shaped blooms that seem to hover above the foliage. It adds a light, airy texture that gently fills in beds and borders without overwhelming them. From summer all the way to frost, this plant keeps producing blossoms, and the best part comes in the evenings when the flowers release a sweet fragrance that drifts through the air. It's a magnet for hummingbirds by day and moths by night, adding a little extra life to your garden after dark. Though it's only perennial in warm zones, flowering tobacco grows easily as an annual almost anywhere. I grow it from seed. It can give your garden months of beauty and fragrance with very little effort. It's a simple but enchanting addition to a night-focused garden. Shasta Daisy reaches 18 to 36 inches tall and 18 to 24 inches wide. It's hardy in zones 4 through 9, and it grows best in full sun. The Shasta Daisy is one of those flowers that just never goes out of style. It's got crisp white petals surrounding golden yellow centers, and it has this classic cheerful look that feels instantly welcoming. Standing between a foot and 3 feet tall, it brings brightness and structure to a moon garden, especially as those white petals catch the evening light. Blooming from early summer all the way to fall, Shasta Daisy is a reliable performer that asks for very little in return, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's drought tolerant once it's established. Deer usually leave this alone, and it has sturdy stems that hold up beautifully without much fuss. Whether it's planted in groups or as a steady backdrop in the garden, the Shasta Daisy's simple, glowing blooms create just a timeless charm that carries gracefully from day into night. I think this is really a cornerstone for a glowing white garden, whether it's a moon garden or just a white garden. White Swan Coneflower grows 24 to 36 inches tall and 18 to 24 inches wide. It's hardy in zones 3 through 9, and it thrives in full sun. The White Swan Coneflower takes a beloved native wildflower and gives it a fresh, luminous twist. Instead of the usual purple petals of the purple coneflower, this variety glows in creamy white with a golden cone at the center that adds a little bit of a warm sparkle to it. Blooming from midsummer into fall, it's a reliable performer that carries the moon garden well into the later season. I've grown this for years, and it does come back reliably, unlike other cultivars of coneflowers. This one stands 2 to 3 feet tall. It's a little bit shorter than the straight native species. Its upright habit adds a little bit of vertical structure without feeling stiff. The petals soften and brighten the space as dusk falls. White coneflower is as tough as it is beautiful. It's drought tolerant once established, and it's really easy to care for, thrives in sunny spots without much fuss. Pollinators also adore this plant too, so your garden stays alive with butterflies and bees by day and glowing with long-lasting white blooms by night. Japanese anemone, Honorine Jobert, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering the name. It grows 36 to 48 inches tall and 18 to 24 inches wide. It's hardy in zones 4 through 8 and prefers part shade to full sun. This Japanese anemone is a plant that saves some of its best beauty for last. Blooming from late summer into fall, just when many flowers are winding down, it sends up tall, graceful stems topped with bright white blooms that seem to float in the evening light. At 3 to 4 feet tall, it'll bring height and movement to your moon garden with flowers that sway gently in the breeze and catch the fading sun. This perennial is as tough as it is elegant. It thrives in part shade and full sun and naturalizes easy once it's settled in. Honorine Jobert doesn't just fill gaps in the late season garden, it transforms them, offering a refined glow and delicate motion that makes a moonlit space feel alive and ever-changing. Next up is white Gaura. This variety is called Whirling Butterflies. Gaura is one of my favorite plants in the garden. This reaches 24 to 36 inches tall and 18 to 24 inches wide. It's hardy in zones 5 through 9, and it loves full sun. White Gaura Whirling Butterflies really lives up to its name because its blooms really actually look like tiny little butterflies drifting above the foliage. From late spring all the way until frost, it produces a cloud of delicate white flowers that catch every breeze and add a sense of lightness and motion to your garden. It kind of creates this balanced and graceful effect to any garden when you add a plant like this. And while it looks really delicate, this perennial is anything but fussy. It thrives in full sun, it tolerates heat, drought, and even poor soil. It makes it one of the easiest long season bloomers that you can grow. By day, its blossoms flutter like a cloud of wings, and by night, those luminous white petals glow softly, turning the garden into a dreamy, living landscape. If you love unique garden ideas like this, but still feel kind of unsure about how to bring your dream garden together, check out my free Gardening Secrets Revealed video training. You'll learn 3 key secrets that help home gardeners overcome the biggest design roadblocks and actually make progress. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to this 1-hour free training. I hope you enjoy it. Sweet Alyssum Snow Princess grows 6 to 12 inches tall and 18 to 24 inches wide. It's hardy in zones 9 to 11, but it's grown as an annual elsewhere and thrives in full to part sun. The Sweet Alyssum Snow Princess may be low-growing, but it brings an outsized dose of charm to a moon garden. This trailing plant can create a carpet of tiny white blooms that spill gracefully over edges of containers, beds, or even pathways. Now, officially, the plant tag will tell you it's hardy in zones 9 to 11, but here in my garden in zone 7A, it always seems to return for me. Maybe it's a little microclimate magic, maybe it's seedlings, but either way, it's been reliable year after year for me, which makes me curious how it behaves for you, so let me know in the comments below. Its blossoms aren't just pretty either. They release a honey-like fragrance that drifts through the evening air. At just 6 to 12 inches tall, Snow Princess adds a luminous, glowing base layer that quietly ties the whole moonlit garden together. Here we have lamb's ear, and the variety is Fuzzy Wuzzy. It grows 12 to 18 inches tall and wide, and it's hardy in zones 4 through 8. It does well in full sun to part shade. Lamb's ear Fuzzy Wuzzy may not dazzle with big, beautiful flowers, but its foliage is a star in its own right. It's low-growing and soft to the touch. Its velvety leaves shimmer silvery white, catching and reflecting even the faintest evening light. In a moon garden, that glow creates a calm, almost magical carpet that grounds brighter blooms. This variety forms a dense mound, usually about a foot tall, which makes it an excellent edging or filler plant to soften hard lines around beds, paths, or foundations. It's also wonderfully tough, drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and happy in poor soil, all while keeping its evergreen look through much of the year. Come late spring to summer, it may send up some spiky flower stems, but most gardeners grow it for those soothing, silvery leaves. With its compact habit and velvety texture, Fuzzy Wuzzy adds year-round softness and glow to a nighttime garden. Artemisia Powis Castle is hardy in zones 6 through 9, and it thrives in full sun. This is a moon garden essential if you love that silvery foliage that glows after dusk. Its finely cut feathery leaves are a soft silver gray, creating a luminous effect that plays beautifully against the night sky. The foliage is lightly fragrant when brushed, adding another sensory layer to your moon garden. This plant forms a wide, graceful mound, often 3 feet tall and up to 4 feet across, but there are other Artemisia varieties that are a bit smaller than this, so definitely check those out too. And while this looks really refined and delicate, it's actually incredibly tough. It's drought tolerant, low maintenance, and happy to thrive in hot and sunny spots where a lot of plants will really struggle. Powis Castle doesn't need flowers to make an impact. Its shimmering foliage brings elegance and structure all year long, keeping your moon garden glowing even when other plants are taking a rest. And here we have Clematis Henryi. This climbs to 8 to 12 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. It's hardy in zones 4 through 8 and grows well in full sun to part shade. So this is a nice alternative to the Moonflower if you want something that will come back year after year and you live in a little bit of a colder zone. This climbing vine stretches 8 to 12 feet tall, covering trellises, arbors, or walls with a cascade of pure white blooms. Each flower is strikingly large with wide petals and a center that glows warmly against that crisp white color. Blooming in midsummer, it brings vertical drama right when the garden is in full swing, transforming plain structures into luminous focal points. With the right support, Henryi can create the effect of a living wall of flowers, elegant by day and glowing beautifully by night. Though it's bold in appearance, it's easy to grow with sun and well-drained soil, and its long-lasting blossoms ensure weeks of show. If you want to add height, sophistication, and a glowing white presence, Clematis Henryi delivers that with ease. Here we have a daffodil variety called Thalia. This grows 12 to 16 inches tall and 6 to 12 inches wide. It's hardy in zones 3 through 8 and thrives in full to part sun. Thalia is an heirloom gem that brings elegance to the very start of the gardening season. It blooms in early to mid-spring, sending up stems topped with several pure white blossoms, each one releasing a soft, sweet fragrance into the cool air. When planted in groups, they create graceful drifts of white that glow against the fresh greens of spring. Standing just a foot tall, Thalia is a really compact daffodil, but it's still very impactful. It can brighten the garden at a time when few other plants are awake yet. It's got a delicate form, but a tough nature. Deer and rodents usually leave daffodils alone, making it a reliable and low-maintenance choice. As one of the earliest moon garden bloomers, this daffodil sets the stage for the season, offering both fragrance and a luminous white display that welcomes in the light of spring. Here we have Rose of Sharon. This variety is called White Chiffon. It's hardy in zones 5 through 9 and thrives in full sun. The Rose of Sharon White Chiffon is a shrub that truly shines in the heat of summer. From midsummer well into fall, it's covered in these really large semi-double white blooms that look almost tropical, each one glowing brightly against the rich green foliage. This is a very big shrub. It grows about 8 to 12 feet tall. It has a vase-shaped habit, naturally upright. It makes a perfect focal point, a screening shrub, or even a backdrop to anchor a mood garden bed. Despite its elegant appearance, it's remarkably tough. It thrives in full sun, handles heat with ease, and asks for honestly very little in return. I have the blue chiffon variety on my property, and these are known to be sterile and not invasive like the straight species. As a long-blooming, low-maintenance shrub, White Chiffon keeps the garden glowing for months on end. It offers both refinement and reliability to your moon garden. It's a plant that just brings brightness and grace, carrying that moonlit theme well past the peak of summer. And last but not least, I wanted to include something a little bit different. This is called Firefly Petunia. It grows about 10 to 14 inches tall and spreads 12 to 24 inches wide, thriving in zones 10 and 11 and as an annual elsewhere, and it loves full sun. The Firefly Petunia isn't your ordinary petunia. It's said to emit a soft glow at night, almost like moonlight. Imagine white blooms that don't just shine in the day, but keep a faint luminous presence after dark. In a moon garden, if that glow is actually real, it would be the ultimate accent, echoing the light of the moon itself. This is supposedly compact and easy to grow in pots, baskets, or borders. It says it blooms nonstop from spring through frost. Like other petunias, it thrives in full sun with little fuss. The novelty here is the supposed glow, which may depend on how vigorous the plant is. And I have never grown this. I have never seen this plant, but it was just too interesting and cool to share. So I'm just curious what you think. Is this a genuine garden marvel, or is this just a gimmick plant? Have you tried it? Let me know in the comments if you've seen this one shine before. If this list got you inspired, you'll definitely want to check out my other plant list videos. I've got tons of ideas organized by season, color, and purpose, so you can find exactly what you need for every part of your garden. I'm going to drop a link to the playlist right here, and I'll see you over in that next video.